Hello and welcome to my channel, your go-to source for the latest in USA Gossip 24. Don't forget to follow and subscribe for all the updates. Let's dive right in. Ripa has been hosting Live for over 20 years. Her real-life husband, Mark Consuelos, joined her as co-host after Ryan Seacrest left. She opened up about pressure to quit the talk show. Keep reading for all the details about the shocking situation. Ripa and Mark Consuelos sneak into daughter's singing debut. Ripa's love story with her husband is well known. The two met while starring on the ABC soap All My Children in the 1990s. They eloped to Las Vegas, Nevada, after a year of dating. The couple went on to welcome 3 children, Michael, 28, Lola, 24, and Joaquin, 22. Their daughter, Lola, moved to London, England, a few years ago after falling in love with the city during a semester abroad. She's pursuing a music career. Mark Consuelos and Ripa's daughter recently made her debut singing performance ahead of the release of her first EP, and she specifically banned her famous parents from attending. Ripa and Mark Consuelos told Live viewers all about it earlier this week. She was so nervous leading up to this thing. And we wanted to go, but we didn't want to add any more pressure by us being there, Mark said. He added, told us not to go, so we thought we would sneak into London and just kind of be on the side, somewhere in the crowd. And the first part of the capers we went and bought hats. He compared the hats to those worn in the drama Peaky Blinders. The couple did sneak into the performance. But their daughter quickly spotted them in the small room. Hello. Magazine captured Lola embracing her parents. Ripa facing pressure to quit Live. Ripa told viewers that her daughter did so good in her first performance. Now that their 3 kids are out of the house and starting their adult lives, Ripa and Mark Consuelos are enjoying their time together. However, their daughter wants them to quit Live and move overseas with her. Lola is always trying to get us to move to London, as if we don't work in New York. She'll leave us these subtle hints when she's home, when there is something on sale in London, Ripa shared on the daytime talk show. She said that her daughter wants them to buy a castle. The live host joked that her daughter thinks her parents are richer than they are. What I love the way she thinks of us, as Bezoses, Ripa quipped, referring to Amazon founder Jeff Bezos and his wife, Lauren Sanchez Bezos. While her daughter is pressuring her to quit Live and move to London, Ripa is happy where she is, at least for now. For over 2 decades, Ripa has been a fixture in morning television, bringing energy, humor, and a relatable charm to millions of viewers across the country. Since taking the co-host seat on Live with Regis and Kelly in 2001, and later continuing with Live with Kelly and Ryan, she has become an icon in the television landscape. However, recent reports suggest that Ripa is facing increasing pressure to step away from the show, a decision that, if it comes to pass, would mark the end of an era in morning television. The origins of the tension. Insiders tell us that the pressure for Ripa to leave stems from a combination of factors, including declining ratings, shifts in network priorities, and personal stress related to the demands of hosting a daily live show. While Ripa has always been praised for her professionalism and energy, sources close to the network say that there has been growing concern about her long-term commitment to the show. The network is supportive of Kelly, but they also have to consider the future of the program, one insider told us. Ratings have been steady, but there's a feeling that the show needs to refresh itself. They don't want Kelly to feel trapped, but they are quietly looking at options for the show if she were to step away. Over the years, Ripa has been a consistent draw for advertisers, social media engagement, and live viewership, but morning television is notoriously competitive. With streaming options and digital media drawing attention away from traditional broadcasts, networks are constantly assessing how to maintain relevance. Sources indicate that executives at ABC have been in discussions about potential changes to the show, including the possibility of a new co-host format or even a complete rebranding if Ripa decided to leave. Personal strain behind the smile. Those closest to Ripa say that the pressure is not just coming from the network, it is also personal. Hosting a live show requires a grueling schedule, often starting in the early hours of the morning, with little room for personal time. While Ripa has always been committed to her work, sources suggest that balancing her career with her family life has become increasingly challenging. "She loves her job and she loves her fans, but it's a lot," said one family friend. "She's been doing this for over 20 years, and it takes a toll." Kelly is someone who gives everything to everything she does, and she has been feeling the weight of it all. Ripa, who is married to actor Mark Consuelos, has 3 children, Michael, Lola, and Joaquin. Friends say that Ripa has been grappling with how to prioritize her family while continuing to meet the demands of live television. While she has always been candid about her love for hosting, sources say that recent months have brought increased reflection about her future. Kelly wants to be there for her family, the friend said. She doesn't want to wake up one day and feel like she missed important moments with her kids because she was at the studio every day. A changing morning television landscape. Ripa is not the only star facing questions about the future of her morning show. Across the country, morning television has been undergoing significant changes. Audiences have shifted, advertisers are more cautious, and streaming platforms have taken a large share of attention. This environment has prompted networks to reevaluate long-standing shows and consider potential shakeups to stay competitive. Industry analysts suggest that while Ripa's show has a loyal following, networks are looking for ways to attract younger viewers and engage with audiences across digital platforms. "The morning show game is changing fast," said media analyst Karen Matthews. Networks are looking at social media integration, streaming content, and younger talent. Even a successful host like Kelly Ripa can feel the pressure if the network believes the show needs to evolve. Sources indicate that ABC executives have been actively exploring ways to diversify the show, including potential news segments, guest co-hosts, and digital-first content. While these initiatives have been framed as innovation, some insiders suggest that they are also preparing for a future without Ripa, should she decide to step down. The network's perspective. Despite the speculation, ABC has remained publicly supportive of Ripa. Network representatives have praised her contributions, highlighting her professionalism, charisma, and dedication. In a recent statement, a spokesperson said, "Kelly Ripa has been an integral part of Live for more than 20 years. She brings unparalleled energy and warmth to the show and to our viewers. We fully support her and look forward to many more years of her presence on the program." However, sources within the network indicate that behind closed doors, there has been ongoing discussion about succession planning. "They are planning for every eventuality," one insider said. "Kelly could stay for another 10 years, or she could step away sooner than anyone expects. The network has to be prepared." Fans react to the rumors. As news of Ripa's potential departure circulates, fans have taken to social media to express their concern. Hashtags like #StayKellyRipa and #LiveWithKelly have trended in recent days, with viewers expressing love for the host and fear at the possibility of a morning television without her. "Kelly Ripa has been a constant in my mornings for over a decade," tweeted one fan. "I can't imagine starting my day without her energy and humor. Please don't let her leave." Others have speculated on who could replace her if she were to step away, with names ranging from established television personalities to rising stars in digital media. The conversation among fans has highlighted just how influential Ripa has been in shaping morning television culture. The personal toll of a public life. Experts say that the pressure facing Ripa is not unusual for high-profile television hosts, especially those who have been in the public eye for decades. "Being a morning show host is one of the most demanding roles in television," said Dr. Elaine Rivers, a psychologist specializing in occupational stress. "Hosts like Kelly Ripa are on live television every day, interacting with guests, managing humor, and maintaining energy levels. Over time, the cumulative stress can be significant." Dr. Rivers notes that many longtime hosts eventually consider stepping away not just for professional reasons, but for personal well-being. "It's a combination of physical, emotional, and social factors," she said. The desire to focus on family or personal projects is common. Stepping down can sometimes be the healthiest decision for someone who has given so much of themselves to their audience. Ripa's own reflections. While Ripa has not publicly confirmed any plans to leave, she has occasionally hinted at the challenges of long-term hosting. In interviews over the past year, she has acknowledged the demands of the job, as well as the importance of balancing work and personal life. "I love what I do, but it's a marathon, not a sprint," Ripa said in a recent interview. "There are days when it's exhausting, but I also know how lucky I am to have this platform. The key is to find the right balance, and that's something I think about every day." Colleagues describe Ripa as resilient and adaptable, able to navigate the pressures of live television with humor and grace. Still, those close to her say that she has been quietly weighing her options, considering how long she wants to continue in such a demanding role. Industry reactions. Industry insiders have praised Ripa's tenure on Live as one of the most remarkable in television history. Her ability to connect with viewers, maintain professionalism under pressure, and adapt to changing media landscapes has set her apart from her peers. If she were to leave, analysts predict that her departure would create a significant void in morning television. "Kelly Ripa is a once-in-a-generation talent," said media critic Joshua Feldman. "Her chemistry with co-hosts, her rapport with viewers, and her quick wit make her irreplaceable. Any network would struggle to fill her shoes." Feldman also noted that Ripa's potential exit could create opportunities for new talent to emerge. While it would be a loss for viewers, it could also be a chance for networks to reinvent their morning programming. That said, replacing someone like Kelly is not easy, not by a long shot. What could happen next? At this stage, it is unclear whether Ripa will decide to step away, continue for several more years, or negotiate a different role within ABC. Sources suggest that she is exploring multiple options, including reducing her on-air hours, transitioning to a digital format, or pursuing other creative projects. "Kelly is in a position of strength," said one insider. "She has options. She can leave on her terms, stay and continue to dominate morning television, or reinvent herself. It's really up to her." Fans and industry observers alike are watching closely for any announcement, aware that Ripa's decision could have ripple effects across morning television. The network, too, is likely preparing multiple scenarios to ensure continuity and maintain audience engagement, regardless of Ripa's choice. The legacy of Kelly Ripa. Regardless of what happens next, Kelly Ripa's impact on television is undeniable. She has been a pioneer for female hosts, blending humor, intelligence, and authenticity in a way that resonates with viewers across generations. Her longevity in the industry, combined with her ability to adapt and connect, has set a standard that few can match. "Kelly has changed the game," said television historian Martha Lenore. "She made it clear that a woman could be funny, smart, and relatable on live television, and she did it with a warmth and professionalism that has rarely been seen. Her legacy is secure, no matter what happens next." The final word. For now, Kelly Ripa continues to host Live. With her trademark energy and charm, appearing on air each morning with Ryan Seacrest and engaging millions of viewers. Behind the scenes, however, the pressure is mounting, as sources indicate that both personal and professional factors are weighing heavily on her decision-making process. Whether she chooses to step away, redefine her role, or continue on her current path, one thing is certain: Kelly Ripa has left an indelible mark on morning television, and the industry, as well as her fans, will be watching closely as her story unfolds. As the conversation around Ripa's future grows, one question remains at the forefront: how long can the Queen of Morning TV continue to reign before she decides it's time to hand over the crown? Only time will tell.